In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to enter a navigation menu in your page. To do this, we're going to add a div specifically for navigating underneath the header div in our page. So click anywhere inside your page, and we're going to go to double click on Insert, and we're going to insert div. And instead of at insertion point, we're going to say after tag, we're going to put the menu after the tag header. So after header, and we're going to call it main menu. You can call it whatever you want, but I have main underscore menu, and click OK. So here's my main menu div. And all I'm going to do is highlight the placeholder text without deleting the div itself. Just highlight the text, and I'm going to type in my menu items, home, so I want to be able to get home. I'm going to have a page. I don't have it yet, but I'm going to create a page about me. We're going to create a gallery page during this course. We'll have a link to an external site. So I'll put Columbia, which is another website that we're going to link to. And then lastly, we'll have a link to contact me. So now I've created my menu items. All I do is highlight the list of items, simply highlight them. And I'm going to convert this to an unordered list. I can do it two ways. I can click unordered list from the structure menu, or I can go to the property inspector and choose unordered list from down here. I'm going to do it that way. It gives me this list now, an unordered list, as in bullet points. And in order to convert this to the menu format that I want, I'm going to have to create a rule for this unordered list. So while it's selected, I'm going to collapse the insert menu and choose desktop CSS, selectors, click plus, and it already comes up, it populates a rule that's container main menu ULLI. So you need to have all of those things in there in order to define this element correctly. At the very least, you need main menu ULLI. And then, so I'm going to leave it all like that. Hit return, and with the first property selected, layout, under display, you'll notice that it says inline, but it's grayed out. We want to set display to inline. And so we click on that, and then I'm going to choose inline from the pop-up list. And you notice as soon as we did that, the unordered list turned into a horizontal list of items. And then all we want to do is we want to spread those out across our page. So to do that, I'm going to go down. While this is still selected, we're still working on this rule, the container main menu ULLI rule. I'm going to go to padding. And with the padding left area selected, I'm going to go into that, and I'm going to make it 40 pixels. Hit return, and it spread it out a little bit, but I still want to spread it out more. So I'm going to go back to my rule, select the rule again, and I'm going to make that 60 pixels. Depends on what your menu items are. You can just tweak this however you want. But that'll do for the moment. You can put right border on this, different, if you want to apply different styles to it, font, those sorts of things. However, to style the actual links so that they appear to be links that take you to other places and actually works like a navigation menu, we're going to have to, first of all, create hyperlinks out of them, and then style the links the way that we want. So the first thing we're going to do is highlight home. And to turn this into a hyperlink, we go down into the link field and we're going to just type in there index.html. So this link is going to take us essentially to the home page, to its own page. So you type that in and hit return and it executes the link. You notice if you click off it, it looks like a hyperlink. And then About Me. Now I don't have an About Me page yet, so I'm going to still highlight it though because I want it to look like a link for styling purposes. So I highlight About Me and I'm going to go to link and I'm just going to click on the pound sign and hit return, and you notice that turns it into a link but it doesn't go anywhere. That sort of link is called a null link. Links that take us to other pages within our site are called internal, and then there are external links and there are email links as well. So those are the different types of links, and I've got a handout that's available on the course page about this. Gallery page also does not exist as yet, but I'm going to highlight the text and convert it to a link by putting in a null link. Once again, a pound sign. Columbia is an actual link that exists as an external link, so I have to put in the full URL or the full web address for it to work. I can't just put in www.colum.edu. It has to be http://www.colum.edu and hit return, and now that's an external link. And then the last one is going to be an email link. And to create an email link, you just highlight the text, go to the link field, and you're going to put in mail to, all one word, colon, and then the email address that you want it to go to. So that's it, mail to dnofs@colum.edu, no spaces. And so now we've got our menu functioning, and if we preview in the browser by going to the little globe pull-down menu, and I'm going to choose Safari. Yes, I want to save, and yes, we want to make sure all of the related files are saved. So here you can see my page is displaying okay. I can click Home, and it takes me to the same page. About Me doesn't go anywhere because the page is not created, it's not going anywhere, it's a null link. Gallery, also a null link. Columbia, however, takes me to the Columbia page. I'll navigate back, and Contact Me indeed launches the email program. So I'm going to quit out of there. So my links are working, and I'm going to quit Safari. Last thing I want to do in this tutorial is just show you how to create a couple of rules for our hyperlinks. And to create the rules, all we do is we go to the CSS Designer panel, choose the style sheet, click on Selectors to add a selector, and we're going to style A, which is A for anchor, and that's the first rule that's going to determine how the links look. So we're just going to simply put A and then hit return, and it pulls up properties for A, and all we're going to do is choose text. I'm going to choose text. I'm going to come up with a color, and I'm going to click on this color picker, and I'm going to get the eyedropper and actually go over to my web page and choose a color from my header artwork and choose that, and then hit return. So that's the color of my links. That may or may not work. It's a little light, but I'll leave it for the moment. And then the other thing I want to choose is where it says text decoration, I want to say none, and this is going to get rid of the underline for my hyperlinks. So I choose none. So that's it. I've got A styled, and then I need to create one more new rule. under selectors for the hover state. So what the links are going to look like when you hover over them. So I'm going to click on the plus selector, and this time I'm going to just type in A:hover. A:hover is the rule. This is the HTML tag that we want to style. I hit return, and if it doesn't work, I hit return again. And so there's a hover, and all I'm going to do is choose a different hover color, and I'm going to make it, once again, use my color picker and make it the color of my little red dog here. Select him and hit return. And so now, if I go live, if I click on the live button, it previews it for me, and you can see the subtle hover rule working. And then I can also uncheck live. You've got to be careful you don't leave that live button checked. I can go to preview in Safari, click yes, save, and now when I hover over those links, you can see there's a very subtle hover state taking place. So that's how to add a menu and to create some simple styling to your main navigation menu, which should be actually your main site menu. Once you're done with this, you can upload it to your website. To upload your page and the associated files to it in Dreamweaver, you simply click on the Files panel, locate the plug connectors to connect to your website, and then when you're connected to the server, make sure you have the top folder selected so that the whole site is going to get uploaded, and click on the up arrow, and Dreamweaver asks, are you sure you want to put the whole site up? I say OK. After the files have been uploaded to your website, you can make sure you test it. So that is how to create a main menu, style the links, and upload your latest masterpiece to your website.